Today on the Tiger Lacrosse Report, we'll review the Tigers' wins against the William and Mary Tribe and the Phoenix of Elon. Get ready, fans. The Tiger Lacrosse Report starts now. Hello and welcome inside the TSN studios for today's edition of the Tiger Lacrosse Report. I'm your host, Ben Rosenbaum. The Towson Tigers played 2 games this past weekend, first against the William and Mary Tribe on Friday and then the Phoenix of Elon on Sunday. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Brookhart in the near corner. Brookhart trying to drive. Pass in front. Montalbano again shoots and scores. 2-1, 24-14 to go. Tiger bench making noise. Jenks going forward, fires a shot and scores again off the free position. 3-3. Durante trying to drive in. Passes low to Brookhart. Brookhart on the doorstep scores. 4-3 Tigers, 16:53 to go. Goes forward. Bounce shot and scores. 8-5, 27:01 to go. Wade off the free position. That's her second goal today. Smalte puts her head down trying to drive. Pass in front for Kerr. Kerr a shot. Or no, it was a pass there quickly down low to Alyssa Farrow. And Alyssa Farrow finds the back of the net. 10-5 Towson, 22:55 to go. Goes forward, she'll shoot, she'll score. Caitlin Montalbano, that's 6, and that's a sock trick. 17:33 to go. Towson leads 12-6. Montalbano now with it. And now Brookhart all alone, shoots and scores. 14-7. 7:11 to go. Sam Brookhart all by herself. Shot is blocked in front and then it's rolled in. That looked like it was in the crease though when it got hit. It's 14-10 now, 1:05 to play. Just ever so slightly. She has a pretty high success rate and she makes it count again. 2-1, 23:58 to go in the first. Caitlin Montalbano, her second, this one off the free position. And the Tigers take the lead. Goes forward. Shoots and scores. Emily Gillingham just driving right to the net. 3-1 Tigers. 21:27 to go in the first. 50 seconds left on the shot clock. Godfrey looking for room as she went all the way to the far side. Pass in front, shot and goal from Dupere. 3-2, 19:44 to go in the first. Goes forward. Shoots and scores. Emily Gillingham, her second of the day. 4-3 Tigers, 12:25 to go in the first. Gillingham, another goal off of the free position. Asher looking for room. Double team by Dickman and Conti. Gets around them both. Shoots and scores. 6-4. 10:19 to go. Pass behind the Brookhart. Now in front. Quick shot. Montalbano and scores. 10-5, 28:58 to go in the first, or in the second. Cooper to the right of the goal. Goes forward, shoots, scores. That's Elon's 6th goal, 12-6, 26:08 to go in the game. Tigers leading. Shot, they'll play on. Throw behind to Brookhart, now to Montalbano in front of the net. Montalbano, low shot, scores. 15-6, 20:10 to go in the game. Goes forward, shoots and scores. Rings it off the crossbar and in, bar down. 19-6, 10:33 to go.
Towson defeated William and Mary by a score of 14-11 and knocked off Elon 19-7. Caitlin Montalbano had 11 goals over the weekend and was named CAA Player of the Week. And freshman defender Olivia Conti had 7 caused turnovers, 4 ground balls, and a draw control over the weekend to be named CAA Rookie of the Week. And as always, I am joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Sonia LaMonica. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
So, 2-0 over the weekend, 2 solid wins. That was a great weekend, obviously, and you guys needed that, I think.
Yeah, coming into the weekend, I think we talked a little bit about not letting up which we had done in some prior games, and our composure and our body language, all those things. It was important to get out of the gate strong, and I think we entered the weekend taking those things to heart and been able to get a solid win against a good William & Mary tribe. I thought William & Mary played us really tough, and we were able to come into that game and I think have a strong effort. I still think we let up in that game, allowed William & Mary sort of to come back a little bit toward the back end in that last quarter. And we really can't afford to do that. We're not going to be able to get away with doing that. So that was a big message going into the Elon game, and I really think they heard that and they really followed through on playing that full 60 minutes and having a really, really strong finish.
Taking a closer look at the game against William & Mary, we mentioned Caitlin Montalbano's 6 goals, and the best part of that was I got to use my new favorite term, sock trick, on air.
The sock trick.
She struggled. I mean, struggled's not the right word. She didn't have as higher scoring volume during the non-conference schedule as maybe we expected, but then you guys got into CAA play, and all of a sudden she's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I think we've got a really talented group. I think this year, probably more than ever in any other season, we've got a lot of scoring threats and a lot of great balance in those threatening actions between drivers, off-ball players, feeders, and that chemistry I think is really starting to develop even more so, and you're seeing that with Sam and Monty, that chemistry developing, and you're seeing that through a variety of players, and that one probably stands out the most right now. It's that can happen at any point in the season, I think, as we've been continuing to. I don't think we've had our best game yet offensively, as we've seen different players in different games stepping up, and I think that's what's so great about this group and tough for opponents is figuring out who do you focus on offensively, and we continue to talk about that team offense and sharing the ball and the movement and being a threat on and off ball, so that it makes it hard to define who teams put their strongest defenders on, 1, 2, or what about 3 and 4, and I think that allows others to open up their play, and that might be part of Caitlin, as well as just her continued chemistry and that developing.
Olivia, you mentioned strong defenders. Olivia Connie, 6 caused turnovers. She's good. And she has the potential to be not just great, but a great maybe for this program, as she's flying up the list now.
Yeah. I mean, she's up there in the nation for caused turnovers, and she's just somebody that we've got a lot of great defenders, and not to take away anything from some of our other players out there in that unit, but Olivia is somebody that you notice her because, I mean, she's playing at the top of the zone, but it's not about the zone. It's about her style of play, her size, her strength, her aggressiveness, but she's controlled most of the time. And she really makes great reads. And, when she's out on the ball, I mean, she's really smothering. She plays really good body. And, she's got great ability to make plays and check the ball. Or she doesn't sit back and wait. She really, she is a smothering defender. And, she's in my opinion, I mean, she's an All-American caliber. There's no question about it. And but she continues this play. That's the path that she's on, just because of her skill set and her athleticism, her size and strength.
And now fast forward to the Elon game, coming off that William & Mary game, close 14-11, and I think everyone maybe from the outside looking on paper might have expected a similar tight game against the number 19 team in the country in Elon, and you guys took it to them 19-7. Stephanie Asher, 40 goals heading into that weekend. You hold her to 1.
Yeah.
Talk about that defensive effort to limit one of the top scorers in the country.
Yeah, it took a team effort, certainly, because, Elon were finding some sort of quick and what seemed like easy goals on us in that first sort of quarter of the game. And we just had to pay attention to closing gaps and making sure that we are, trusting each other, that we are getting on-ball pressure, a little more on-ball pressure. Those things tightened up a little bit, and we had some strong play in Angie in some key moments, making some great saves down the stretch. I felt like her play just sort of got stronger and stronger as the game went on. But yeah, I mean, that group again have shown, I think, in that game just how good they can be, how good they are, and there's a lot of very, very strong individuals on there that they do their job really well. They do their job really well, and that allowed us to have lots of success on the offensive end because we felt very good and confident on the defensive end.
And then a part of that strong group, another strong freshman defender, Sammy Chenoweth, has an outstanding game. One of the plays that stands out in my mind, she's about 3-4 yards back from her mark, and she read the pass, picks off the pass, and heads up off field. You reloaded. As soon as Poto and Roth graduate, you reloaded with two really special freshmen in Conti and Chenoweth.
We did. The dynamic duo, I think we're going to start coining them. They really, together, I mean, have taken our defense to another level. And we've talked about Sammy's awareness before, her ability to sort of make reads, to leave that gap there and make her move at the right time. She's got really good timing, and yeah, she's coming up strong. So it's almost like there's in the squad sort of competitive battle going on, maybe on who can make the most plays, which is fine by me. I mean, that's really good. But together they really work well together, all of them, and it's really exciting to see Sammy having a lot of success, and Olivia having a lot of success, and as well as Tiana. I mean, you can't overlook the work Tiana's doing, and she's coming up with key plays inside. Michelle on the crease, and Kelly, who obviously she missed William and Mary from sickness, but was able to bounce back and have some strong play as well and hold her own. So I mean, we really feel great about this group and the things that they can do, and they're working well together as a team. That chemistry down there is very strong.
And then very quickly, I have to mention the scoring from that game. Montalbano with 5, Samalte and Telekamp each with 4, Gillingham a hat trick with 3. Sam Brookhart ties the CAA record for the second time this year with 6 assists in a game. And you said you don't think you've played your best offensive game yet, and meanwhile you had all of your weapons with multiple goals, and Sam Brookhart with a bunch of assists. Yeah,
I mean, coming into the game, I think we're at that point in the season, you're the walking wounded a little bit. We're trying to sort of manage through some things physically, but everybody is this time of year usually. But I really thought that that didn't show too much, and they really played each other's strengths. We made some really nice adjustments offensively that allowed us to sort of come out and find some easy goals and some holes in that defensive unit. And, I think that just drove that momentum and also the confidence of the group. But Sam Brookhart, she continues to do so many good things for us. She is really the key to our success. And without her play, I'm confident that we wouldn't be where we are. And she's up there in the nation for assists per game, and she's really playing outstanding, and she's finding open teammates. And they're too, working hard off ball, and just again collectively they're doing an outstanding job from that Elon game, and we need to continue that. We've got to take that momentum, take that confidence, but stay humble and hungry at the same time. As we move into our next game.
All right. That will do it for us on today's episode of the Tiger Lacrosse Report. Join us next time when we preview the Tigers game against the Hofstra Pride. For head coach Sonia LaMonica, I'm Ben Rosenbaum. Thanks for joining us, and as always, go Tigers.